I'm Ruth Archer, and I'm the Director of Continuous Improvement at Michigan Technological University. I was pretty much self-taught as I moved up in my learning of continuous improvement, which I find is pretty common for people that have grown into CI. But when you do that, you end up with gaps. And so I wanted to be able to say that I had a certification, and I started
Yeah.
looking around and Improver just looked different than other programs I was looking at. So I decided to explore it further. So during the Greenbelt program, I really experienced myself the power of learning together because
Mm.
in this accelerator, you brought us together as a cohort, and we did once a week, we spent an hour learning together. And that just was amazingly meaningful to me. And I learned a lot, not only having to gather my thoughts together and present how I was, like my reactions to the material, the online material, my status of my project, getting coached through that. Um, but also hearing other people do those things as well. And there was a lot I would have missed, I think, without that cohort aspect. Sometimes you can be doing something right and not even know that you're doing it right. And
Right.
so just watching other people go through it and then just loved having a coach, right? Like
Mm.
and not we're just wasn't just peer learning, but having a coach help us stay on track and supporting us when we kind of got stuck or reminding us to stick with the process, all of these things that the coach did, but also if the coach very gently provided an adjustment to what somebody was saying, they it was like, oh, yeah, I can see that now. And it might
Yeah.
not have been something I would have picked up on just going through it myself. Maria was wonderful as my coach, and she really just even from the start helped me to define my goal in
Yeah.
such a way that I could increment toward it, right?
Right.
Like having talking about your goal in a certain way helps you set you up from success right from the very start. My coach, Maria, she really helped me to sort out my problem. And like, as I mentioned, she helped me come up with a well-defined goal. But
Mm.
then
Great.
we met as a cohort, and that's, I think, when the magic really happened. For
Mm.
me, we reviewed that online material together. It brought out like key points that I might have missed otherwise. And then we one at a time, we went over our current status on our project, and we were using your framework for talking about our projects. And Maria would remind us to stay with the structure that was being provided because we were
Mm.
still learners and not get ahead of ourselves, and just encouraging us, both you and her, to experiment and learn and then base our next action on what we learned instead of trying
Mm.
to like line up, these are the 5 experiments I'm going to do. But, like, no, that it's like, we have to learn. We have to pause and learn from an experiment. And so we can't really predict what our next experiment's going to be. And so
Mm.
just that um, getting coached inside a cohort was wonderful. I think the certification helps the people that I work with to know that they can trust me, and it builds their confidence. And it validates my expertise. So
Yeah.
that's like
Good.
a win in many directions. And also, I feel like ke- it really like lifted my knowledge level, my expertise up a level. And I feel like I'm more at the leading edge of the field now. Thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of your program.